Recorded Books presents Suspects by Danielle Steel. Narrated by Alexander Cendese. To my beloved children, Trevor, Todd, Beatrix, Nick, Samantha, Victoria, Vanessa, Max, and Zara, so infinitely precious to me, wherever we are. You light up my world. May you be forever safe, untouched by danger, and blessed in every way. I love you so much, more than words can say, and bigger than the sky. Mom, D.S. Chapter 1. Pierre de Vaumont looked serious and elegant as he left his left-bank Parisian apartment on the Rue Jacob in the fashionable 6th arrondissement. He hated early morning flights, but took them whenever he had meetings in New York. He would reach New York before noon, which gave him time for a lunch meeting and appointments in the afternoon. He was always booked in the evenings for major social events, important dinner parties, or discreet meetings that sometimes slid into unsavory activities if dictated by the people he was with. Pierre was versatile and open to almost anything. Tall, slim, handsome, with graying blonde hair, he was 46 years old, and a matchmaker of sorts. He brought people together in order to facilitate unusual deals on a variety of matters, sometimes even very unlikely endeavors. He knew everyone worth knowing all over Europe and in the Middle East, and his connections now extended into Asia, with Chinese businessmen who had a great deal of money. Almost all his connections were with billionaires. De Vaumont made his living, a very handsome one, on commissions. What he did wasn't illegal, although he brushed along the edge of the respectable at times. The higher the risk, the more money involved, and the greater the profit. He was planning to meet with several different groups of people in New York. He only intended to stay there for a few days, depending on how successful his meetings were. He was involved in fashion on a massive scale, as well as luxury goods, real estate, technology, and oil. He had worked for years, meticulously placing himself in crucial positions so he would be able to introduce the right people to each other, and he took a handsome commission for doing so. People sought him out for his connections. He didn't need to chase them. Not anymore. He had built up his business and his skills over the past 20 years. He was adaptable to all manner of situations and amenable to almost every kind of deal. He had started working in Europe and expanded to Asia, since he had grown up in Hong Kong when his father was in the diplomatic corps. He returned to France in his early 20s, after his father's death. His mother had died when he was in boarding school in England. He had no family or attachments and no children. His father had left him some money, but not enough to live the way he wanted to, so he existed by his wits. He had always wanted to live well, envied people with a great deal of money, and had expensive taste. He spoke fluent Mandarin and Cantonese. Over the past 2 years, he had concluded several very lucrative deals in Russia, and spoke Russian as well. His sexual preference was somewhat fluid and difficult to discern. He was often seen with well-known, very beautiful women, many of them married, and now and then he was in the company of very attractive young men. Whatever the pleasure of his clients was, he was happy to provide it, and had excellent connections for that too. He was a chameleon when he had to be. His reliable sources for difficult-to-obtain information served his clients well. His handsome features and innate elegance contributed to his image, and he didn't look his age. He liked the title of matchmaker, although he was neither sentimental nor interested in romance in the classic sense. In many ways, he was a most unusual man, and a power broker among the ultra-rich. He was indiscriminate and open-minded about who his clients were and how they had made their money. Everyone wanted to know Pierre de Vaumont. Anyone who mattered already did, or they at least knew of him. He had the elegance of the French, the unfussy masculinity of the British, and a hint of Italian sex appeal.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?